Hi everyone, Nate here. Just wanted to show everyone my new revolver, the Ruger GP100 Match Champion. I've been looking for a revolver for a while, chambered for .357 Magnum. I wanted something mid-size, handled easy, had a little over a 4-inch barrel. That way, if I wanted to, I could actually take it hunting. Mostly I wanted something for woods carry that would handle the heaviest loads on the market, such as the Underwood and the Buffalo boar. The reason I ended up choosing this one is a lot of the features that it comes with, and it's not at much more of a price point than what you would expect to pay for one of the regular GP100s. This particular model, the Match Champion, has a slab-sided competition barrel, 11-degree target crown. It also has a match-tuned action, no-vac low-mount rear sight, and a fiber optic front sight. It also has custom Hogue wood grips, and each cylinder hole is chamfered. That way you can get the speed loaders in and out real quick. It handles really well. It's very ergonomic. The grips fit my hand perfectly. It has a 1911 grip angle, so it points naturally. I think just about every shooter in the world's handled a 1911 and knows that it's one of the best handling handguns on the market. You can see even the cylinder on this has been just ever so slightly beveled towards the front for easy reholstering. And I think it's one of the highest quality revolvers on the market now. I've looked at the Smith&Wesson 686s. I love Smith&Wesson, and I was tempted to go that route, but because of the features of this one, I ended up going with it. And like I said, the fact that it'll handle the heaviest loads on the market was a plus for me. I wanted something that I could really max out. I think some of the Underwood ammo, the 158 grain XTP rounds that they sell, is cracking along about 1,400 and something feet per second out of this 4.2 inch barrel. You can see those no-vac rear sights, they just really sit down low. Gives you an excellent sight picture with that fiber optic front sight. It's real easy to see, it's real easy to pick up, and when you grab this revolver and point it at your target, it seems like the sights just self-align. And a lot of that's in the grip and how it's held. It forces you, or I would say almost forces you, to take a high grip, which is exactly what I want. The trigger is super smooth, super crisp. Single action and double action is just amazing. The single action it's so crisp you really can't tell when it's going to break. The double action, you can really stage it up if you want to, right there at the end. And just a lot of features on this handgun that make it what it is. It's definitely worth the extra money. The trigger is smooth inside. The only problem I had with this revolver, it came from the factory with a rough grind on the edge of the trigger guard here. It was so rough that it would literally cut you on the inside of this trigger guard, just like they didn't do anything to it to polish it out, just totally skipped it. So I took a little 220 grit sandpaper on my fingertip, that, and went over it with some 400 grit, and you can't tell it from the rest of the frame. Has stippled grip. It's gives you a good grip, but it's not too aggressive. Like I said, when you grab it, you grip high, very comfortable. I'm going to show you what the trigger pull's like now. Single action. Now double action. That staged it. You can hear a little click just before the stage. Right there. I'm super impressed with this revolver. I'm really glad I got it. I think anybody that puts it in their hand is probably going to fall in love with it. I've actually built this holster that you see behind it right here. This is what I carry it in. I like to carry concealed even when I'm in the woods. So I built this little pancake holster for it. Hides real easy under a button-down shirt. Carries real well. Distributes the weight real good. And it has about a 15-degree cant, forward cant. But anyway, if you guys are considering a mid-size 357 Magnum, I would highly suggest taking a look at this revolver before you purchase a regular GP100 or the Smith&Wesson 686. I've owned a lot of Smith&Wessons and I'm impressed with them, but I think this has a smoother trigger than any Smith&Wesson I've ever owned. And the shape of the grip, everything about this revolver, it almost feels like you have a 45 in your hand, a 1911. The slab-sided barrel really helps too. And another thing I really like about this one is that half lug. It makes the revolver balance a lot better. It seems like the ones with the full lug just seem a little tippy to me, right on the tip. And I don't like that feeling of two barrel heavy. I like a little bit, but not to where it just feels like it's overly heavy in the tip. So, like I said, I'm really enjoying this thing. I haven't had a chance to shoot it yet. Just played with the snap cap so far. I just got it a couple of months ago, and I'm itching to get out there and fire this thing. So, if you guys get a chance, pick yourself one up. I think you'll really enjoy it. Thanks for watching.